Just core flip it, please. Just core flip it. Holy Garfield. Just hit the button. Core flip. Just do it, Garfield. What are you waiting for? Ow. Oh my god, look what happens when you just core flip. Second you get it. It's crazy, isn't it?
As you can see, I frequently complain about players not using core flip in my high elo games. Thus, it's safe to assume that you likely aren't using your core flip properly. My name is Loven, and today you're going to learn about everything energy related and the many uses of core flip. At the time of writing, I'm a challenger Ai.Mi forward player. I've not been playing the game since beta like most of the high ranking players, thus I recently had to learn everything I'm about to explain to you. Before we get into the video, I have some housekeeping to take care of. First of all, the support you guys have given me is immense, and I am very grateful to be helping educate you guys and support your in-game growth. To keep this brief, there's a coaching Discord where you can join to receive free coaching. All of the coaches are Challenger Plus, link is in the description. The coaching Discord is also hosting a tournament called Knowledge Gap. Knowledge Gap consists of teams of Platinum players getting coaching for a week. Then on Wednesday, the 19th, they will be duking it out on behalf of the coaches. It will be streamed at Bestie in Slot on Twitch, and link will be in the description. Signups for this tournament have been closed, but you can join the Discord to be able to join the next one, which will have different requirements to be able to participate in. And like always, the footage you are seeing has been recorded in normal games so that it will look similar to the games you play in. All names have been hidden because if I talk about somebody else's play other than my own, I do not want to bring any ill-wanted attention towards them. Now that everything has been taken care of, let's dive into the video. Ways of gaining energy. Before we talk about how to properly use core flip, we need to understand how to acquire core flip. In order to core flip, you must obtain 75 energy. There are three main ways that you get energy. Number 1. Every time you hit the core or player with a light ability, you get 1 energy. And every time you hit the core or player with a normal ability, you get 3 energy. Keep in mind that strike is a light ability. Number 2. Picking up an orb gives you 7.5 energy. Number 3. Whenever you respawn, you start with 25 energy. This is also the amount of energy you have when you start a new set. There are also awakenings that affect energy generation. However, I don't want to talk about those as they will likely change over time, whereas the numbers I stated before will likely be constant. If they do change though, the title of the video will let you know. Any changes will be in the description. Spending energy. Now that we know how to collect energy, we need to know what we can spend it on. There are currently 2 things that you can spend your energy on. Evading. For 25 energy, you can evade by pressing Q if you play on WASD. If you play on anything else, such as MOBA or controller, it should be on the screen right now. And I'm telling you this not because I don't think you know what the button is, but because my teammates clearly seem to have no idea where this button is. What evading will do is for a short time, or until you use another abilities, you'll be able to walk around without being hit by anything. Do note that you can pick up orbs while evading. You can also use this to walk over abilities such as Dubu walls. Using any ability will automatically cancel the evade. Now, evading and proper evade usage is not the primary discussion of this video, but generally, using evade to avoid abilities that would deal significant damage or KO you is a good use of evade. Core flip. Core flip is available once you have collected 75 energy, which is the maximum you can hold. Now, next time you use the evade button, which is Q on WASD and other things, not only will you evade, but you will stop the core if it is within an area around you. Then for as long as your evade lasts, only you can hit the core. If you hit the core within that time, it'll travel much faster in the direction you sent it. Do note that abilities of yours can hit the core in this state, which allows you to do some pretty cool stuff, such as these clips were taken directly from a video made by Coin Laundry. Link to their video will be in the description, where you can check out the rest of the cool stuff that they showed off. Uses for core flip. There are so many uses for core flip, such as evading, scoring, getting a lock, killing, stalling, clearing, and passing. We'll go through and explain each of these in a little bit of detail. Evading. This one is straightforward, and it does feel bad to evade with your core flip, but getting KO'd while having core flip and losing it is worse than never getting KO'd at all. Never be afraid to use your core flip to not die. Your presence on the map is way more important than your core flip. Scoring. Scoring is the most obvious use for a core flip once you realize what it does. This is what causes most people to hold on to their core flips. Obviously, scoring is the most valuable thing you could do with a core flip, but holding on to it for too long comes with an opportunity cost of getting your next core flip faster. Getting a lock. This is the baby form of scoring. It's not as flashy and most players do not see value in it. However, I have found that if your core flip is up and your team has been struggling with getting locks, using your core flip to get a lock is often worth it. Killing. This one catches most new players by surprise. Yes, you can kill with a core flip. The following clips will show you the kill ranges for a core flip on an opponent while staggered and while they are not staggered. This is always worth doing, as having a striker advantage should get you a lock or a goal. Stalling. You can catch the core with a core flip and hold onto it for the entire evade duration, which can ultimately just stop the core if no one is approaching it. You can stall for reasons such as your team's at a striker disadvantage, you're waiting for your goalie's cooldowns to come up, or you're waiting for enemies to blow abilities. Clearing. This is used when you just feel the need to get the core away from where it is and you don't have a better way of doing it. Core flipping in these spots allows you to clear the core safely. This is often done by goalies when they're all out of abilities and a core is just out of strike range. Remember when doing this to clear to a spot where someone can keep it on the other side of the map. If you clear it into the enemy goalie, it's just going to be coming back to you shortly. Passing. This is a little bit more niche, but sometimes you can find moments where it is best to pass with your core flip. This generally happens when there are many players or abilities in the way of a core flip that was meant to be a goal. Instead of hopelessly taking the shot anyways, you can instead pass it to your other forward in hopes that they react fast enough. This becomes more common in higher levels of play. The way to be ready for this is to see those obstacles that your other forward is seeing when they flip the core. This is when you should assume that a pass is coming and prepare yourself for it mentally. So now we come to the crux of the video. Why should you spend your core flip more frequently? There are two reasons to spend your core flip more frequently. Number one, you are a target while you have core flip up. While holding on to core flip, enemy strikers are going to want to force you to burn it, as they do not want you to get value out of it. If I see an enemy has core flip, applying pressure to them to either KO them or make them use it as an evade is best case scenario.
Number 2.
You are wasting potential time on building up future core flips. While holding on to a core flip, every time you strike or hit an ability on a player or the core, or pick up an orb, you're wasting energy that could be going towards your next core flip. You will likely miss some energy in making sure that you get value off of your core flip, and that is okay. In this clip, let's keep track of the wasted energy from when I think they should have core flipped it here. 19.5 energy is the amount of energy our poor Garfield wasted before KOing themselves. That is basically an entire evade worth of energy. It would have been even more if they had not decided to unalive themselves. In conclusion, when you have core flip, you should be more aggressive with using it, rather than saving it for just the right moment. The perfect moment to use core flip comes infrequently. Getting any value out of your core flips is better than saving them for the next game. My name is Loven and thank you so much for watching. You can catch my streams at twitch.tv/LovenDrunk, where we hang out, talk, and have a good time. I'm happy to answer any questions if you come in. I hope this video has taught you something, and I look forward to seeing you on the flip side.